More than 1,000 murders committed in Jamaica this year. JTA criticizes the government. More murders in Porus. Two brothers wanted for murder of foreign national. McGrath and Glenmuir reach Dacosta Cup finals. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. According to the most recent crime data as of Monday, Jamaica had 1,066 homicides with around 3 weeks left in the year, and this is 228 fewer than the 1,294 homicides reported over the similar period last year. Out of the 19 police divisions, 15 have reported fewer homicides according to the breakdown. With 119 homicides, St. James had the most, followed by St. Andrew South Division with 113. Westmoreland had 95, St. Catherine North recorded 88, St. Catherine South 77, St. Andrew Central 75, and Clarendon had 62. Additionally, the statistics also shows that nearly 1,000 people have been injured in violent attacks since January 1st. Meanwhile, Dr. Lucien Jones, Vice Chair of the National Road Safety Council, has expressed concern that poor road conditions are contributing to a number of fatal crashes across the island. There have been 342 deaths from road crashes since the start of this year. Dr. Jones said that potholes are posing a hazard for road users, and they're causing all kinds of problems for motorists and pedestrians alike, he said. While acknowledging that the National Works Agency has received funds from the Spark program to repair the roads, he stressed that we need to increase the pace at which these potholes are being fixed. In that regard, he noted that there have now been two instances within the last month in which reportedly someone swerved to avoid a pothole and crash and people get killed. The Jamaica Teachers Association is once again strongly criticizing the Ministry of Education's intention to hire foreign teachers to address the current teacher shortage. Speaking to educators at a St. Mary Teachers Association meeting last Wednesday, JTA President Dr. Mark Simmet made the case that the government has become overly dependent on band-aid solutions rather than tackling the deficiencies that still impede the education sector's advancement. The government has become too dependent on quick fixes, he said, citing its push to get teachers from other countries including Kenya and India to fill the teachers' migration gap instead of tackling the fundamental problem, which is the proper compensation of the teachers. He also pointed to poor working conditions as another issue affecting the education system, noting that school conditions are deteriorating while teachers are forced in many cases to use broken furniture. According to Senator Albin Hill, Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Jamaica faces difficulties satisfying the demand for its own goods abroad. He discussed worries that Jamaica's import cost is still far more than its export revenue. From January to July of this year, the Statistical Institute of Jamaica estimated that the nation's entire import expenditure came to 4.3 billion US, while its total export revenue was slightly over $1 billion. Senator Hill stated that in order to satisfy demand on global markets, Jamaica manufacturers must increase their output. He said big distributors like Goya would love to get 20-40-foot container of ackee every 6 to 8 weeks, but they can only supply one. And he's asking Jamaicans to start investing in the island and start to plant more produce for export. Councillor for the Porus Division, Claudia Morant Baker, said that the community has been gripped by fear after Tuesday's gun attack at a bar which left a man and a woman dead. Another man was wounded in the incident that occurred across from the community center. Meanwhile, Maria Mitchell, councillor for the Belfield Division, said Manchester has become a battleground. He condemned the recent killings and appealed for an end to the violence, particularly in Porus, where at least 4 murders have been committed in recent weeks. The police said one of 2 suspects in Tuesday's shooting in Porus was killed during an exchange of gunfire along the Redberry Main Road with police. A firearm was also seized, and it's reported that the police responded to the shooting, which occurred about 7:35 p.m., and one of the attackers fired at them before jumping onto a motorcycle as a pillion. During a running gun battle, the man was fatally shot. The police are now searching for his accomplice who fled on the motorcycle, and it is said that the motive is lottery scamming money not shared properly. The Westmoreland police have listed 37-year-old Andrea Morrison, the husband of British Jamaican Don Anderson, and his brother Kimar Morrison as persons of interest in her murder. The police have also disclosed that Morrison's mother and sister were taken into custody on Monday as part of their investigations. The body of the 64-year-old woman was found in a shallow grave in Petersfield in the parish about 5:30 on Monday afternoon, and her remains were discovered 9 days after she landed in Jamaica for an annual vacation. And it's reported that Miss Anderson flew to the island on November 24th and stayed overnight at a hotel with her husband in Montego Bay. The following day, her husband reportedly told her family in the United Kingdom that she could not be found. At the moment, after a blogger Papaya News Link investigated the case, calling the family and asking tough questions, the woman's husband went into hiding. And in reaction to two recent criminal acts, the police conducted a large operation in Spanish Town in St. Catherine on Tuesday, detaining 30 people. Area 5 headquarters oversees Operation Reassure, which aimed to support the St. Catherine North Police attempts to stop illegal activity. And according to Area 5 Operations Officer Superintendent Leighton Gray, the operation will go on in an effort to reassure the people that they are safe in the town center. Meanwhile, two men were freed of robbery with aggravation charges in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court when the complainant gave a statement that he would like to discontinue the case. On Tuesday, co-accused Alex Bailey and O'Shane Wood bumped fists in victory after being set free on the matter. The complainant was sworn in and placed in the witness box to give his statement, telling the court the reason for dropping the case. I work on a ship and it is leaving in 2 weeks and I won't have time to continue. My work keeps me busy, the man said. The Crown asked whether the complainant was being threatened or bribed to drop the case, to which he responded in the negative. The lawyer representing the accused declined to ask questions. And it is reported that on August 9th, the accused men robbed the complainant at knife point of $40,000 cash and an iPhone 7 valued at $30,000. The accused were then dismissed. On to sports, and it's going to be schoolboy football. After qualifying for their first ever Dacosta Cup final, head coach at McGrath High, Jermaine Thomas, said he wanted to help change the fortunes of the Linstead community, which has been affected by crime over the years. Led by 4 goals from Shane Pusey, McGrath blew away first-time semi-finalist Ochorea 6-1 on Wednesday at the National Stadium. And it was 1-1 after just 7 minutes, but the St. Catherine side took over from that point thanks to Farrell Tucker's 10th-minute goal and Pusey's strike in the 22nd, the 48th, the 54th, and the 90th +1. After winning their first title last season with the Ben Francis Cup, Thomas said he was confident that his team could go one step further. And it's going to be a very big Dacosta Cup finals as Glenmuir, the best playing team so far this year, beat Garvey Maceo 4-2 in penalty kicks after both teams played to a 0-0 draw. So now the finals will be McGrath and Glenmuir, and this game will be played this Saturday. And if you missed the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamaican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe. Please keep us going. And that's news and sports. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.